What's going on, Trader Gang? Good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Back at it again with another Saturday morning market breakdown for you guys. So we're going to get ready here in about a few minutes. Just wanted to pop on here a little bit early, just get everything set up. For y'all that are popping on, throw some comments in the chat, show some love. So we're going to kind of go through the week that we've had personally with trading and everything. We'll see where the market went and where we see it potentially going moving forward. So with gold, of course, if you guys haven't noticed, we hit an all-time high of over 3,000 per ounce of gold. So new all-time high. So we'll take a look at that, see where it could go, if it can continue to go up, if we're going to have a pullback. So we'll definitely check that out. Let's get everything set up here real quick. All right, let's check our sound real quick. Yeah, looks like we're good. So y'all that are popping on, definitely show some love in the chat. I don't get much chat participation on here, so I'd love to hear you guys say what's up. If you guys have any questions, please ask them. I'll answer them for you. We're just going to vibe out here for a few minutes, and then we'll get into the charts. We'll take a look at news. So we'll start here at 9 o'clock. To make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. All right. So we got a couple more minutes. Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. All right, guys. Let's get into it. So I'm gonna share my screen. All right. Let's take a look at news. All right. So for Monday, what do we got? So March 17th, we have core retail sales and then retail sales at 5:30. So that's going to be super early. And then Tuesday we have pretty much nothing. So all yellow folders, so nothing, no red folders. So even though there's a lot of news, that's crazy. So for different pairs, Wednesday we have FOMC, so that's going to be a big day. So Wednesday, March 19th, got a big day. So 11 o'clock. So that's going to be 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thursday, let's see. Thursday doesn't look like, or we have unemployment claims, 5:30. So pre-market. So I think this is actually set for, yeah, it's for Pacific time. Okay. Yeah, so this is going to be, yeah, pre-market, so 8:30. And then Friday we have FOMC. Member Williams speaks, but I don't think we're going to affect anything in the market there. So to be honest with you, only Wednesday and Thursday is our real days for any type of news. So, but moving forward, I personally don't think you should trade news. You should only react to news. So always wait till after news comes out and then react off of that and see where price goes for whatever pairs you're trading. So anything that has to do with USD, just monitor that. So, so really quick, just to share with you guys, like my personal journey. So this past week, on my 50K account, I had two of them. I ended up, unfortunately, blowing one of them. So of course, one of them is gone because I ended up taking a trade during a London session, I believe, and I ended up blowing the account. I was only like a certain amount. I think it was like $500 away from blowing the account, anyways. So we ended up blowing that one. My other 50K account, yesterday was kind of a tough one. I was up $2,000. If you guys check my IG story, I'll put my handle in the description here later on. But it's Nikki_Pips. You can always follow my journey on there. But I posted yesterday. I was $2,000 in profit, and I didn't take it. So price ended up retracing up. So I did get out, and I did take a little bit of profit. But then I entered on a second trade, thinking that I was going to get in at a better price and it was going to continue to go down. It didn't. It actually continued to go up to a previous level of support and stopped me out. And I hit my $1,000 drawdown. So I'm still in the game, and then for the week, we're actually still up $1,000 because I still profited. I got back up to $2,000 in profit overall because we were, I believe, $700 away from blowing that account. So I did get it back up. So I'll share with you on here. I'll show you guys my dashboard. So this is my dashboard. So on this account here, so I'm still at 50,411. So, or actually no, so I'm actually lower than that. I'm at 49,377. So I'm still in profit for the week. So if you guys see here, this is the loss that I took yesterday. So $1,033. So I hit my daily drawdown. So, but if you look at the previous days, I've had some really green days. So I've been profitable all this week. So March 10th, what was that? That was Monday. Monday, I took a profit of $157. Tuesday, I took a profit of $585. Wednesday, I took a profit of $19. And then Thursday, I took a profit of $687. And I could have took a profit of over 2,000, and I didn't take it. So, and I'll show you guys on the chart the trade that I took. But nonetheless, even though we took $1,000 loss, we're still $1,000 in profit. We're still up. So yeah, let's take a look at the charts. Excuse me. All right. So you guys see this, right? So this is the trade that I took yesterday. So I got in right here. I got in at 6:45. So literally 15 minutes after market open. So I got in here. I almost got stopped out. So if you see, I had my stop loss right here. It was a tricky one. So, but it ended up reversing and it came all the way down to here. And this is where I was at $2,000 in profit. My original take profit was right here, like in this area right here, because this was the previous area of support. So what happened was it ended up coming down here. I was $2,000 in profit. It ended up starting to reverse. I think I got out around like right here because I was like, man, it's going to continue up. So I did get out, but then I entered again, like I think right here. And I ended up getting stopped out because I was already in a heavy drawdown already. So it doesn't look like much, but it didn't take much for me to hit my $1,000 drawdown because I had 2 contracts going. So, and this is on gold futures. So that's literally $10. Yeah, I think it's $10 a tick with 2 contracts. So it's $5 a tick. So I ended up getting stopped out, and it frustrates me because if I would have had enough room to stay in it, or if I never took that second trade and just let it retrace and then come back down, I probably would have been back at break even, or I probably would have been able to take that $2,000 profit and get out, but I didn't. So lesson learned, not getting greedy, not trying to get into another entry. But again, we're still up for the week, so I am happy about that. So, but let's take a look at let's see where gold can go. So we'll start our top-down analysis. So of course we can see gold made an all-time high of 3,017. So like that's crazy. I remember when gold was at 2,300, something like that, or even lower. So because I've been trading gold for the last 3 years. So if I could look back at probably one of my YouTube videos, I did a market breakdown. I could look and see where gold was at. But I mean, this is like just crazy and historical for gold to be at 3,000 an ounce. Like that's crazy. So, but nonetheless, let's take a look at where gold could go. I mean, so we'll clear out all our drawings here like usual. So obviously we can see here on the higher time frame, we're still bullish as hell. So I always like to take my trend line out, kind of mark up this area. So I mean, we're clearly bullish, so I mean, the only way we would not be bullish anymore is again if we had a break of structure right here. So it would literally have to break here for us to have a change in direction and it'd be a seller's market. So, but we're still bullish overall. So top down analysis wise, so the weekly is bullish. So we're good there. Let's drop down to the daily. So of course we can zoom in a little bit. So of course daily is bullish as well. So because we literally created an all-time high, we pushed past these levels right here. So now what was resistance is now support. So daily is bullish as well. We're probably going to have this on all three time frames, to be honest. So, yep. So we're still bullish. So we're bullish on all 3 time frames. All right. So weekly bullish, daily bullish, 4 hours bullish. So with that being said, we could have a pullback because what comes up has to come down at some point, which we're already kind of starting that. So if we kind of look here and zoom in, we created a bearish candle right here. Of course, we had a rejection at the top right here. Ended up closing down here, and then we printed a doji candle, which of course this usually indicates a reversal. So of course a continued down. So, and then we have another bearish candle right here, which of course it came up, tried to push past this area and couldn't. Came down here, pulled back up a little bit, and then we closed right at 29.93. So, so it's kind of weird how. So of course there's no indicator, but it left at 3001.1. So I mean that would be like right up here, which of course that's not where the candle is. So I'm not sure why it stopped right there. But if it is there, then of course once the market opens tomorrow, it's probably going to push right back into that zone and maybe push up. So we just have to see. So, but this is still considered a consolidation. Right here, like this could be considered consolidation. So we have to see it break out to the downside or continue to push up. So, but let's mark up some key areas right here. So of course we have a doji here on the daily. So again, that could indicate a reversal, a push downwards. But we'll mark up the high here. Take a horizontal ray. So we'll definitely target that all-time high right there. So we'll do it at 3016. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. This is something I saw Swaggy C do. I saw Swaggy C do because he's actually one of my mentors. So I love the way he does kind of a top-down analysis. So of course we'll come up here. There you go. So this will be a major level. So instead of like major resistance, it's going to be a major level. And then of course it's going to be at 3017. Cool. So we'll keep it like that. Sorry, not major level. It's going to be weekly. So weekly level 3017. Of course, we can mark up here where it was last. So it's always good to mark up kind of key levels also. So we have 2850. So because this is where price could tap back into. So I'll do a weekly high here. Or weekly low, sorry. I'll do a weekly high right here instead of putting weekly level. So I'll put weekly high. All right, 2850. And then we have another area right here. So another area here where price tapped in. So 2586. So we'll do 25.85. 25.85 right there. So, and then of course going up, we could probably look for a level here, which of course, let's see, I want to say we'll do 3,050. So it'll be 3,025 first, I think. That'll be the next level. So we'll put this as a new high. New high at 3,025. Okay, so we have that. So of course, I'll put right here just another level. So it's 25.85. Because that's another level. If we do pull down, it could push into this area. So look on the daily here. So, and then of course we want to box these. So we'll put a nice box. So of course we want to go right to the body of the candle. There you go, right to the body. Same thing right here. Right to the body. And then we got another area right here. So we can go from right here to right here. So see if it tapped into here, rejected, boom, came back up. So there we go. We got three levels right here. So it's creating this new range here. So we have to kind of just see where it's going to go. So I think we could have a pullback down into here before it could continue to go back up, or it could break here. So we need to see if it's going to break the weekly low at 28.50. So we got to see what that's going to look like. If it does, then of course we could look for any lows here. So 25.85 into this area here. So we just got to see. So, but all in all, gold is super bullish right now. So I do honestly think that, I mean, yeah, we might have a pullback here. Just looking at the daily, because we did form a doji candle here. So usually that could mean a reversal or continuation, either one. So the 4 hour, we can see here also, we had a rejection here and it's starting to push it down. But we got to see if it's going to maybe, it could possibly come down to this level right here. So because we do have an area right here. So this is a previous resistance area, turned support now. So it could come down to the support level and then go back up. Or we could push past it and take out these lows right here. So this would be kind of liquidity. So take out all these lows before we go back up. So we just have to see. But of course, based on our top-down analysis, obviously, we could continue to see some bullish movement. So that's my take on gold. So I do think that we can continue to push up. But of course, the lower time frames are showing something different. You know, if we look at the lower time frames, because we take all our entries on the 5 minute. So of course we had a rejection here. So of course we're starting to push down. So like I said, we could easily push into this previous resistance area before we shoot back up. Or again, we could take out these lows and it continues falling. So we look for sells for for a good portion of the week. But, you know, we have to look because, again, there's going to be a retracement at some point. So, because anytime we hit an all-time high, it's going to drop. So that's what it did last time. So if we look back at the last time it hit an all-time high, it literally tanked. So we could definitely surpass 2585 if that happens. So that's it for gold. Let's take a look at US30. See what that did. So let's see if we look on the weekly here. Let's see what it did. So this was so we were bearish literally this whole week. So of course I marked up some previous levels here. And yeah, we were definitely bullish or bearish. We've been bearish for the last 2 weeks now. So we tried to push into this area, to this previous support area, and we rejected it. So because we broke out of this consolidation pretty much like on a higher time frame, I do continue to see US30 to drop. So, or it could very well come to this point here and then continue to rally back up. But I think because of its bearish momentum right now, it can definitely come all the way down to 3870 or 38,750. So, but let's clear all this out. Sorry, I had an alert there. So just trend wise, of course, we're still bullish, but again, remember guys, see if we have a break of structure right here, which we did, that literally changes character. So we could continue to see this fall. So for top-down analysis wise, because we broke here, the weekly is going to be bearish. So weekly is bearish. So even though the overall trend, even though I feel like we broke the trend, so if I were to mark this up like this, so we broke the trend. So of course with that, you know, it kind of invalidates the movement. So I mean, of course, we could have a change of character, like I said, and it's going to continue to push down. So, but again, on the overall, we are bullish. But because of this break right here, it might have broke that that trend of being bullish. So let's go on the daily here. So daily, of course, we can clearly see it's bearish because again we broke this area. We almost broke this area too, but it rejected and came back up or retraced. So even the daily is bearish. So even with that said, I think we can continue to push down. I think we can easily push down into these lows right here. So because we have some previous resistance areas here, also, as well as support. So if I were to mark another area up, this would be another one right here. Yeah, it's another area of support. That was at what? 37,911. So that could be one right here. Next one could actually be right here. So that was at 4091. So that can definitely be another area. So, but let's do a top-down analysis for this really quick, finish it up. So 4 hour. So our 4 hour, we're definitely bearish. So we did, if we look here, we did almost tap into a previous level of support. So we did come up to, so we did kind of tap into this area of support right here, even though we pulled down here. This is still an area of support. So I mean, it could rally back up. So, but it may come up to one of these resistance areas and pull back down. So, but as of right now, it's still bearish just because of the trend. So I'm going to say that same thing for the 4 hour. All right, so we're bearish across the board, guys. So we'll go on the weekly here. Let's mark up some highs. We created a double top right here at some point. So take our horizontal ray. We're going to tap right into here. So we're at 45,221. So we're going to kind of keep it at a key level. We're going to do 225. It's a psychological number. Weekly high at 45,225. And of course, we'll see right here we had a low. So it broke that. So that weekly low is at, we'll do 41,800. All right, weekly low 41,800. And then of course, we could see we had another low down here. Yeah, I'll put that right here. So this was at 37,489. So we'll just do 37,500. There we go. So we have these three levels. So with the way this is going right now, we had a consolidation right here. We broke out. So which we could continue to come down even further. So if we go to the daily here, we can have some minor levels. So these would be major levels. So I could do weekly major high. And then a weekly major low. All right, so we'll go to the daily. And then first we can see some minors. So this would be a minor level right here, because if I pull this over here, we tapped into this. So 40. So 445. So a minor level. And then we'd have another minor level right here. So, but let's go on here. We'll box this real quick. Right here. There we go. There we go. There's this other area right here. I'm gonna pull this up into here. And then we have another level right here. And then we have our last level right here. Okay, I'm live there. All right, so finished up those levels, and then so that's kind of where we're looking at. So of course, let's go back here to the daily. We had one more level here, and that was at 38. I'm gonna say 540. Well, at 550 actually. All right. 38, there we go. All right, so 38,550. Why did that show up? Okay. Here we go. So this is what we're looking at. So this is on the daily. So we did have a push up here. So of course it could push up into this level of previous level of support, turn resistance, and then push back down. So it could kind of look like, where's my indicator? There we go. So of course we could push up into here and then pull right back down into this area. Might pull up back into here and then pull right back down to this level. So that's what we could see, or we could see it pushing up into here, or even pushing past it, having a pullback, pulling back up, pull back, pulling back up into this area again, into the weekly major high. So we just have to kind of see what it's going to do. But again, on the higher time frame, just on the weekly, you know, we broke previous level of structure. So because we broke out right here, this consolidation, we broke out. Did have a rejection, but it could continue to fill this wick, and continue down. So we just got to see. So I do see, to be honest with you, on both gold and US30, I see some sells in the beginning of the week for sure, because we hit an all-time high on gold, and on US30 we had a break of structure overall. So like even on US30, let's see, even if we went down to like a 30-minute time frame. So 30-minute time frame. So what was this, Wednesday? We came all the way up into this area, pulled back, came up, pulled back down, came up, pulled back down, came up again, pulled back down into another low here, so a previous level, and then kind of made some strides up. So slowly consolidated, and then we ended up pulling back up. So that's what I was saying. I could see us pulling back up into this weekly major level right here, and then pulling back down. So, but you know, we have to see like what it's going to do. So I could see it pulling up into this major low right here, and then pulling back down. So we kind of have an M shape right here. So if we see here, we kind of have an M shape. So I think we can continue to push down. So this would be, what's the M shape? I think it's like a double top. So double top here, push down. So we could definitely push down to these levels, to this minor level. So that is pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys got some value from this breakdown. Our goal personally is we want to pass this challenge. So we're $1,000 in drawdown, but again, I know we can bring it back up plus some. I am going to risk a little bit. Next week I'm going to go over to gold futures, but I'm only going to trade one contract. We're just going to look for just solid setups with minimal drawdown as possible. So stay tuned for that. Follow me on Nikki_Pips on IG. Like I said, I'll put my handle in the description. Again, appreciate you guys hopping on these Saturday morning breakdowns. Hopefully you get some value from these on how to break down the charts. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys have a profitable week this coming week. Have a great rest of the weekend, and we'll see you on the charts. Peace.